Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're jumping right into part 3 of our series on cloud migration. We're going to tackle a huge challenge that trips up even the most tech-savvy organizations out there. And just as a quick reminder, this is the third part of our 5-part overview, all based on a really comprehensive research report by Virtualization Options LLC. Now, obviously, in these short explainers, we're only scratching the surface of what's in the full report. Okay, let's get into it. So here's the big puzzle for today. You see companies pick the best cloud provider, they get all the latest, greatest services, the most powerful tech, and yet the migration just falls flat. It doesn't deliver on the promise. Why on earth does that happen so often? Well, the answer, according to the research, boils down to this: the people factor. It turns out a successful migration is so much more than just a technology problem. It's really an organizational one. And this really hits the nail on the head. You can have the best tools in the world, but if your organization, your people, your processes, your entire culture isn't actually ready for that shift, you're just not going to get the value you're hoping for. Honestly, this is probably the most underestimated part of the whole process. Okay, so how do you get ready? It all starts with taking a good, honest look in the mirror. You have to diagnose your organization's current skills to figure out exactly where the readiness gaps are before you make that big leap. And what's really interesting is how the report breaks down these key areas. You've got to assess your team's skills in things like cloud architecture, security, and DevOps. And then there's this big one, FinOps, which is basically learning how to manage your money in the cloud. These aren't just nice-to-haves anymore, they're the absolute table stakes. The report lays out a super straightforward 4-step process for this. First, you figure out where you are right now. Then, you define exactly where you need to be. That space in between, that's your gap. And finally, you build a concrete plan to close it. See, it's a structured way to tackle a really complex problem. So, once you've identified those gaps, the solution is crystal clear. You need a serious, and I mean serious, commitment to upskilling your teams. This is not optional. It is absolutely fundamental. And we're not just talking about having people watch a few videos. The programs that really work have a lot of different pieces. You've got the formal certifications from guys like AWS or Azure, sure, but you also need hands-on workshops, mentorship programs, and even internal groups where people can share what they're learning. So you're probably asking, how much should we invest in this? Well, the report gives a surprisingly direct number. It recommends setting aside a full 10 to 15% of your total migration budget specifically for training and enablement. And here's why that number is so important. This quote from the report is pretty stark. If you underinvest, you're going to face a longer wait to see any real return, you'll have higher day-to-day costs, and you'll be dealing with more security problems. The bottom line is, investing in your people actually pays for itself. Okay, so you've assessed your skills, you're training your people. The last piece of this puzzle is adapting your core IT processes. Because let's be honest, the old ways of working just don't fly in the cloud. It's time for new rules and new tools. Let's take monitoring. In traditional IT, you wait for an alarm to go off, and then you react. In the cloud, you have to shift to proactive observability, using smart cloud-native tools to get deep visibility into your systems so you can spot problems before they fail. It's a total mindset change. And what about getting new servers? The old way was opening a ticket and waiting and waiting. The new way is infrastructure as code. Think about that. You can write code to automatically deploy an entire environment perfectly every single time. Your infrastructure is treated just like software. Even change management has to evolve. That slow, committee-based approval board, that becomes a massive bottleneck. The new model is all about fast, lightweight processes, automated testing, and gradual rollouts that let you innovate much faster while actually reducing your risk. This leads to a whole new model for governance. Instead of IT acting as a gatekeeper, they establish automated guardrails. These are policies that automatically enforce security and compliance, which in turn allows your teams to get what they need when they need it, all in a safe and secure way. And this is really the main takeaway for today. A successful cloud migration isn't about moving your servers from your building to someone else's. It is a fundamental transformation in how your entire organization designs, builds, and operates technology. And that leaves us with a final question to really think about. Is your organization just focused on moving its tech from point A to point B,
Or is it truly ready to invest in the people and processes needed to transform the entire business? Because the answer to that question will pretty much determine your success.